Welcome back. You're watching Sunrise only on E. The world is in a grip of global warming and many things are to blame for the slow degeneration of our planet. Uniross, the European leader in rechargeable batteries, has carried out the first worldwide study on the comparative environmental impact of rechargeable and disposable batteries. This study shows that rechargeable batteries are preferred in terms of protecting the environment. And to give us more insight on this, we're joined by Kevin Rogers, who's Managing Director of ECO, and the guy in shot there is the panda who's got a hand-delivered letter. Now let's see. It says, "Dear humans, please be careful. You are damaging our animals' environment. The mercury you humans put in our AAA throwaway battery can pollute up to 500 liters of water that I drink." This is a letter from Panda. "It also pollutes 1 cubic meter of land where I live, leaving dangerous chemicals for up to 50 years. You humans throw away over 20 million non-rechargeable batteries in South Africa every year, dangerously polluting our environment. None of these throwaway batteries are recycled. Humans, if you use rechargeable batteries, it will stop these harmful effects on our environment. This is because, again, 1 rechargeable battery can be reused up to 1,000 times, and rechargeable batteries have up to 30 times less effect on the ozone layer." And that is signed by Panda. Thank you so much, Panda. Now, Kevin, let's just come back to the impact that non-rechargeable batteries has on the environment.
Okay, Cindy, a buyer study was done at the end of 2007 explaining looking at the differences between disposable batteries and rechargeable batteries. And to try and summarize the results in terms of rechargeable batteries and disposable batteries, if you looked at just Europe, I mean, we just ignore the rest of the world. If you just took Europe and you converted everybody that is using disposable batteries today, converted them over to using rechargeable batteries, it would be the same effect as reducing the amount of kilometers traveled in a motor car by 5 billion kilometers. That's the effect it would make on global warming. I mean, we all know that global warming is a significant problem today, and we don't look at batteries as something that we would look at.
But is there enough education around these things, and how much impact or influence do you have in terms of producers of non-rechargeable batteries in trying to just get everybody rallying in the same direction?
Yeah, I think the problem behind it is, yes, there's not enough education. I mean, today only 3% of the population uses rechargeable batteries, so we have 97% of our population using disposable batteries. In 2006, those are the last stats that are available, 40 billion disposable batteries were sold in the world, and when you consider the harmful effects of disposable batteries on our environment, I mean, we need to start educating the consumer. But the problem behind it, rechargeable batteries really have been the domain of the high-tech environment, so people are really saying, well, rechargeable batteries can only really be used in high-tech devices, but today rechargeable batteries can be used in every device in your normal household.
Well, while we're talking about the Wildlife Foundation, the panda particularly being the emblem there of the issue of global warming and actions that we do today and that impact on the environment is bigger than just one person or one organization. Everybody needs to do their bit. Now in South Africa, where recycling maybe is not promoted as much, what is it that people individually can do? Yes, get rechargeable batteries, but there are also other things that you can do to try and preserve the environment.
Cindy, I think that, I think we don't give South Africans enough credit in terms of their awareness of the environment. I think we need to make recycling more accessible to the individuals, to consumers. There are many things that the consumer can do. I mean, recycling paper. I mean, officers can just contact recycling companies and they can recycle their paper. You can recycle your batteries. You can dispose of glass and metal and in an environmentally friendly way. I think the challenge is to make recycling accessible to the consumer, because at this point in time it's not easy to recycle. The consumer might have the right principles in terms of what they want to achieve, but if you don't make it easily accessible and have a recycling bin down your road, well, I mean, it's going to be difficult to recycle.
Also, to make it more attractive, there's a cost-saving element to using rechargeable batteries, or in this case, in terms of your lighting, we're often told about globes and that you can use. Tell us more about the batteries and how they save us.
So, it's quite remarkable, really, because when you look at an environmentally friendly product, you normally expect to pay a premium for an environmentally friendly product. If I had to say to you today, if you had to buy a pack of one rechargeable battery replaces 1,000 disposable batteries. That's the starting point. If I had to say to you, if you had to go buy a pack of disposable batteries today, it's going to cost you around about 30 Rand. Now, 1,000 packs is 30,000 Rand. If you had to buy a charger, which is a little bit of an investment to start off with, but if you bought a charger with 4 batteries, you're probably paying between 100 and 150 Rand for the set. So you're talking about 150 Rand versus 30,000 Rand. I mean, this is a significant saving. I mean, it's almost too good to be true when you look at the economic saving and then you look at the environmental benefits as well. So you're right when you say it's a matter of it's an economic saving, but it's really got to do with educating the consumers to the benefits of using rechargeable.
All right, where can we go for more information, just quickly?
You can go onto the Uniross website, which is uniross.co.za. Click on the environmental tag, and you'll get all the information with regards to rechargeable batteries, the benefits, our partnership with WWF, and obviously any information is available on the website.
Thanks so much, Kevin, for coming through.
Thank you very much.
All the best to you, and we certainly hope that people have heard your plea in saying that your environment is being affected by the actions that we partake in. Thank you so much to both of you. Kevin Rogers and the WWF Panda Bear joining us in studio this morning. And I need to mention that we at Sunrise also use batteries for our microphones and our earpieces, rechargeable batteries, that is.